Hey guys, welcome to Packet Tracer 6224. This is for the course number 3 of the CCNA certification, and I would like to welcome you to the Configuring Basic Eigrp with IPv4. Well, let's get going on this one. The first thing we're going to do is enable the Eigrp routing process on R1. The commands are listed, but this might give us some trouble, so we're going to follow along here pretty close. Now we do is a router Eigrp. Now we have to figure out the autonomous system number, and you can use the question mark command, and it'll give you the range of autonomous system numbers to use. Now you can use these, like 1 would be this network, 2 might be some other network, and you can share between networks that way. Autonomous system is just a network. It could be a big one or a small one. We're just going to use number 1 on this guy. All right. Use the show IP route command to disable or to display the directly connected networks on each router. How can you tell the difference between subnet addresses and interface addresses? Well, just do the do command. Do show IP route, and you'll notice that there are directly connected routes, and then you've got another directly connected route, but you'll see this one is a /24, this one's a /32. Now the local just means that that's that interface. That is the interface address. That's how you can tell. The L. Okay, whatever. Let's enter in these commands here to get these networks going. Now you'll notice something a little weird about them. They're not Subnet masks. They are wildcard masks, and they are different than that, aren't they? Wildcard masks are very useful for discontiguous networks, and that's, I don't know why we don't necessarily need these here in this one. I mean, subnet mask would work just fine, but if you want to really specify certain networks to share about, I'll tell you what, these are the best to use. Wildcard masks are very, very useful. This is a 3.0.3. Now I've got a nifty little sheet that'll help us with these wildcard masks. 192.168. I wasn't reading that right. I'll show you that tool here in a second. Did I get that correct? Yes. All right, so let's go through and do all the routers. Let's do router 2 now. R2, there's the interface there. Router Eigrp, autonomous system 1, that's the network we're going to be sharing about. And this is 172.16.2.1. All right, so we've got, this is the subnet mask. What I did here is I created an IPv4 addressing worksheet. So if you want it, you can just send me just a little quick note to whalehater@gmail.com and just requesting this, and I'll more than happily send this off to you. So we can see that in the first octet, the second octet, and the third, they're all 255s. So 255, 255, 255, and then the last octet is a 0. 0. So that means it's a /24. Okay. So we'll put that in there, /24. You'll notice that the subnet mask matches. The wildcard mask is different though, and that basically all it does is it takes the subnet mask and then subtracts 255 from it. It's in the positive numbers though. That's how you can configure it though. That's how you understand what a wildcard mask is just take the subnet mask, subtract 255, and you can convert it that way. Now if you want a specialized wildcard mask, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. Enter. Network number 2 is a 732.32, and this is a different. That's a 252. Now 252, just from memory, is a /30. But I'll show you that here, /30, 252, in that last octet. So /30, and that's a wildcard mask of 3. Basically, because there's only 3 addresses left. Whoa. What did I do? 0, 3. Is that right? Is that right? Okay. Lastly, we have that same /30 subnet mask, but this is all different. 192.168.10.9. Enter. And these subnet masks are the same for basically all 3 of these switches. I just kind of wanted to show off my cool tool. I want to give it to you, so please ask if you want it. Router Eigrp 1. Router. Oh, what am I doing? Network 192.168.1.1 is his address. And the wildcard mask is 255. Oh, whoops. 192.168.10.6. And that is a /30, so that's going to be 3. Lastly, it's a 1010, and that is another /3. You'll notice that these are adjacencies are being created. So what's happening is the Eigrp routing protocol is discovering that there are other routers already talking the same language as him, and he's like, hey, let's be friends, let's share information. And they do. Alright, so those are done. The networks parts is done. But now they're going to want to share information with each other, but they're also going to send out information on every one of their connected interfaces. Now we do not want this LAN or this LAN or this LAN to receive updates. Not, well, I should rephrase it. It's not going to send it out every single one of its interfaces, but it's going to send it out any interface network that is being shared about. So we just told R1, R2, and R3 to share about these 3 networks. Share about them, share about them, share about them. Now, it's going to send it off to those interfaces, right? On this network, it's going to share about the other 2 networks it has. On R1, on this network, it's going to share about these 2 networks. So we want to turn off sharing on this network, because the computers and end devices on this LAN don't need to know about these 2 networks. It doesn't care. It just says, hey, it doesn't need to know about the routing updates over here and over here. Router updates are for routers. We don't need those on our LAN. So we need to turn that off with the passive interface. Passive interface G00. And you can go around and find that that's the same interface on all the LANs. So we're just going to copy that and paste that. There you go. Now we've got our full points. We're ready to turn this in. Wait a second. Disable auto summarization. Now you definitely get points dinged for this, guys. So the no auto summary is because you'll notice that Eigrp is classless, but it also could be classful, meaning that it'll stop at that boundary marker of a classful address. 172 is in a B class network. A 192 is in a C class network, meaning that it will go all the way to here as the network address, and then this part is the host addresses. The B network would say this is the host, this is the network portion, this is the host portion. Well, obviously from the subnet or the wildcard mask that we see, this 3, it's acting like a C network. So we definitely need to put on the no auto summary, especially because they are not contiguous. So if this was a 2, I think it would work, but it's a 3, so we need to turn on the no auto summary. So because these 2 use the same classful boundary, the same major network, they have to have the no auto summary command given. Otherwise, it would kind of screw with your network. Enter. Let's copy that. Paste. Whoops. Press enter. Okay. What is next? Oh yeah, save the configurations. Now you don't have to back out or anything. We'll just say do cop run start. Yes. Again, you'd probably get points dinged if you didn't do this. Saved. Alright, now it's ready to turn them in. Now we also need to finish these questions here. Which command displays the neighbors discovered by Eigrp? And that is, excuse me, I just had a massive burp. Show IP Eigrp neighbors. That's going to tell you who this one's communicating with and who's communicating with him. They're neighbors. They've got adjacency going on. All three routers. Yep. Next, what command displays the parameters and other information about the current state of any active IPv4 routing protocol processes configured on the router? And this could be just Eigrp, it could be RIP, OSPF, whatever you got. That's show IP protocols. And you'll notice that this one has an OSPF going on. It also has Eigrp going on. Pretty cool. You'll notice that it doesn't have any of this information over here because we haven't configured any of the other routers with OSPF. Just Eigrp. Okay, so let's answer some more of these questions on enter the command, and we'll follow this for R2. That was R1. Let's go to R2. Do show IP protocol. Oh my goodness. Fingers, do your thing. R2. How many routers are sharing information with R2? Right down here, the routing information sources. You'll see 172.16.3.1. That's the router gateway address that it's sharing with R2. Also 192.168.10.10. That's the address of R3, I think it is. I think it was R3. And he is communicating with R2 as well. Where is this information located? And that's this right here. What is the maximum hop count? Ta-da! 100. Okay, I think that's it, except if you're having any trouble pinging each other on, if any of the PCs are having trouble pinging each other, just go ahead and try to do some troubleshooting. If you can't figure it out, send me a link, send me a comment below, and I'll help you out if I can. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys later. Peace.